Okay, today, my friends, for you in my ass, I want to talk about Tomb Raider 2013, baby. Yes, Jesus. Anyway, before we start, I just want to say I'm tired of seeing all the comments saying that Tomb Raider is a ripoff of Uncharted. I just want to say to that, if that's what you think, this whole gaming thing, you're doing it wrong. Because if anything, Uncharted is a Tomb Raider. I don't want to say ripoff, but that's where they got the idea from. You feel what I'm saying, doggy style? Anyway, I want to get one thing out of the way. The lack of the classic Lara Croft costume really sucks. Like, I really wish that they would have had the Lara Croft costume in it, the original Lara Croft costume in it. But to no avail, they didn't have it. But it's not enough. That isn't enough to take away from the game, you know. So the game itself, though, was amazing. I turned it on at, like, I want to say 10 o'clock at night and didn't turn it off until 6 in the morning. And then I turned it on again at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and beat it at 6 in the afternoon. So, or 6 in the evening, I should say. So, the game, like, I didn't even beat Rising yet. So what I did was I started it and I turned it on and I put it on hard mode first. Just to see what it was. And playing on hard mode from beginning to end was a very satisfying experience. Now, one of the things that annoyed me in this fucking game was they tend to throw Molotov cocktails at you and dynamite and stuff like that. And they had impeccable aim from, like, a light year away. They was able to throw a fucking dynamite stick or a cocktail at you and blow you out of cover from anywhere. No matter where they were, they could have blew you from anywhere, which it didn't add to the difficulty of the game. It just made it annoying, because now it's like, oh, well, now I gotta move from here to here, or oh, I gotta move from here to here now. And then they start to flank you. Like, the AI, I don't want to say it's stupid, because it's not. It's really smart. It just all boils down to how smart you are as a gamer. Now, like I said, that doesn't really add to the difficulty, but it was fairly difficult in terms of the quick time events. One of the issues I had when you play this game, or I'll actually show it in the footage, you have to move your analog stick left and right in some of the quick time events. Now, the problem that I'm having is, on hard mode, I could be killing my analog stick, like destroying it, moving back and forth, like it'll sound just like that. And I feel like I started to break my analog stick because I feel like I wasn't getting it done. Like, I died so many times in quick time events just from that alone, just from moving the analog stick back and forth. Now, I saw a couple reviews that people were complaining that, oh, I hate quick time events, there's too many quick time events, blase blase. Shut the fuck up. Because the quick time events only add to the difficulty. It only adds to how you're supposed to feel, like the thrill of the game. Like, you're supposed to feel like you're in danger. You're supposed to feel like it's helpless. You're supposed to feel like you're gonna get, you can die at any moment. It's supposed to feel that way. The only thing I wish you could take away from it is the analog thrashing. Like, I feel like my controller doesn't work anymore because of how much I had to shake it. Now, a lot of people say that there's too many quick time events. I honestly think there weren't enough quick time events, because I didn't see that many quick time events. Either that, or I'm just too good at them and didn't notice that I was doing them. But I saw one review where somebody was saying that it's too much and it's too hard. Like, you have to do 5 prompts to kill a wolf or whatever. That's just stupid. Like, that. Don't listen to that. If you keep hearing that there's too many quick time events, that person is either inexperienced or just sucks at video games. Because the quick time events on hard mode weren't hard. It was just the analog stick parts of the quick time events. And I also want to say that this game was so much of a thrill that, like, you feel like if anything could go wrong, like if you saw something that was happening and you feel like it could go wrong, it most likely will go wrong. Because this game just tends to beat the shit out of Lara Croft. Like, I've watched her go through so much shit in this game. It's crazy. From sundown to sun up to sundown to sun up, like you just get fucked up the whole entire game. One of the things that I didn't like is when you beat the game, you can go back to the island. Now that is not a bad thing in itself. What makes it bad is that there's no enemies, there's only animals. If you've ran through a certain area and it blew up and you can't backtrack, then it's still there, broken and stuff like that. It's just certain things like that. Just was like, you know, it would have been nice to have a couple enemies left or a couple enemies in the tombs. I haven't seen any enemies since I've been running around, and it doesn't make me want to run around anymore. It just makes me want to start all over so I can shoot people, because I got all these weapons and I'm upgrading my shit, but I can't shoot it at anybody but animals. So that was the only bad thing. Now the graphics of the game is amazing. Like when you see certain areas, you're just like, wow, it's kind of breathtaking. And Lara Croft's character model was amazing. Like that's one of the reasons why I was wishing that they gave the classic Lara skin. But I mean, if they don't do it, it's still a good game. You don't need it, you know, because she still kind of looks like Lara Croft. You can tell it's Lara Croft. Now this reboot, I would say, is like one of the best reboots I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is how you do a reboot right. Like the whole DMC shit. I don't like to keep bringing it up, but that's a way to do it wrong. This is a way to do it right. Like, this game was so fucking good. Like, I did not want to turn it off. I had my Astro 850s on and everybody was sleeping, and you know, they're wireless, so I was all the way on the bed and just listening to the sound effects and the ambience and, you know, just everything in the background and the animals and the trees and the wind and all that good stuff. It was good to hear, you know. Where certain games, they just lack such a thing. Like the soundtrack was good. It's not like there was like metal or anything like that, but the score was really good, and the gameplay was good. I didn't die because of, you know, clunky controls or anything like that. Everything worked fine. Now, I was playing on hard, so most of my complaints probably come from me playing on hard. Like, if I shoot somebody in the face and they don't die, most likely it's because they're wearing a helmet or something like that. Or if I shoot somebody in the chest with a shotgun and I gotta shoot them again in the chest with a shotgun and then shoot them in the face for them to die, you know, it's probably because I was playing on hard mode. So I'm not gonna say that that's like a design flaw or anything like that. It was still fun, you know. It still added to the thrill. She's still a little girl, you know, so you got these big muscular men and all these people trying to fuck the shit out of her, you know. She's gotta defend herself. So, you know, as far as the game though, I want to say, before we get to that, the multiplayer is ass. But who bought the game for the multiplayer? I didn't. I didn't buy it for the multiplayer. I bought it for the story. So that should pretty much sum that up. But other than that, the game, I'm gonna give it a perfect 10 out of 10. Honestly, I honestly feel like because think about it, Metal Gear is my favorite series. I didn't even beat Metal Gear yet. Metal Gear Rising. I didn't even beat it yet. I beat this before I beat Metal Gear Rising. So that's to show you how good this game is. I don't see anything wrong with it. I can't find anything wrong with it. You know, other than a couple frame skips and you know, it'll sputter sometimes. You know, at one point I'll get an achievement and it'll skip a scene or whatever. You know, other than that, there's nothing wrong with the game. It does what it's supposed to do. It delivers, and it's just as beast as I thought it would be. It's like one of the best games I've ever played in my life. One of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. You know, it had the perfect amount of difficulty, the right pacing, the storytelling was amazing, the character designs were great. I didn't feel like anybody was stupid. I mean, the graphics were amazing. It just was the best Tomb Raider I've ever played in my life, and I'm going to beat it again. So, like I said, I'm giving it a perfect 10 out of 10, and I think everybody should buy this game. If you're a fan of Tomb Raider, or if you're a fan of Uncharted, or if you're a fan of action adventure, I think everybody should get this game because it had the perfect mix of everything. The cover system was amazing. I didn't have any problems with the cover system. I didn't have any problems with like shooting or, you know, anything. There was nothing wrong with this game. Like, there was nothing wrong at all, and it was the best $60. Well, one of the best $60 I've ever spent. So unfortunately I didn't get the limited edition. I wish I did, but I didn't, and it's all good. If I want to get it later on, I'll get it. But this is an instant classic, and I'm gonna keep it in my collection for many years to come. And I'm sure one day, if I'm in a group of friends, this is how you gauge how good a game is. When you're with a group of friends just talking about good games, this game will surely come up. Like, yo, remember Tomb Raider from 2013? Yo, that shit was amazing. Yo, I'm about to go home and play that shit right now. So, instant classic, and I think anybody should buy it. But, it's all on you, baby. So, DayashaThirsts go out. Let me know what you think in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Video responses and all that good shit. You feel what I'm saying, girl? Ooh, God, girl. My God. Later, baby.